What's going on, man? It's your boy Derek King, man, up here at Thizzler, man. Make sure y'all subscribe, man, and tune in all day. Yay! The way that they was going was crazy. I mean, I was looking at it like I was juiced at a point in time because I'm like, man, Migos, Fetty Wap. They had TK Kravitz, so they still got TK Kravitz. Then they signed T Grizzly. And then I'm like, ooh, like, you know, then it got Peasy. So I'm looking at that like, man, our roster is, you know, I'm looking at it as a team point. Like, our roster is crazy right now. You know, everybody that they got is popping. But then, like, when I would start seeing, like, they had, like, artist camp to where, like, they had the Fetty Waps and the Peasies and the TK Kravitz, they all in the one studio. You know, it was called like writing camp or something, whatever, and it was studios and they was hopping on everybody's song. And I wasn't invited, and I'm at home looking at it, you know, and I kind of got like, you know, I felt some type of way because I'm like, why am I not there? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a perfect opportunity for me to get on everybody's hook, me to be out there. I guess they flew everybody out to New York, and then, you know, I'm like, well, I didn't get a phone call to New York. So I called somebody up at 300, and I'm like, well, I didn't get a phone call. Like, you know what I'm saying? Why is everybody up here and everybody's working and all the artists is together and I'm sitting at home still trying to figure everything out? And then the dude, I knew it was a wrap when they told me, like, man, you just gotta, you know, don't worry about everybody else, worry about yourself. When they said that, and I was like, oh, yeah, it's cap. And I got out. I'm like, yeah, after they said that, it was kind of like, all right, well, it's time for me to look for a new home at that point. So, you know, I feel it though. I mean, if somebody's not booming, a lot of people don't look their way. But at the same time, it's like, bro, yeah, a lot of people got to just look at stuff like, just take the chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, you know, talent always is going to speak for itself. So when they did that, I kind of was just like, yeah, start looking other places. Getting ready to leave. I just kept telling my parents, like, yeah, it's probably gonna be over in a minute, and I'm just gonna try to find a new home. Ending of last year, my producer, shout out T. Kelly, we was been supposed to flip it, because he told me, he's like, man, I'm gonna flip that Cisco track. And then I'm like, you know, we kind of was just going back and forth on it talking, and then we was just doing other records, and then finally, towards the end of the year, he's like, I'm finna do it and send it tonight. He sent it, bro. I'm like, whoa, this is a monster. So he sent it, he was like, come up with some melodies and some ideas, and then, you know, let's bounce back and forth. So he sent it to me. I was playing with it. I was thinking of like, man, what hook can I do? I didn't want to be cliche. I didn't want to just do the Cisco, you know, just go straight forward and just copy the whole hook. So I kind of, you know, I did that for a minute. I sent it to my producer. He was like, that's not really it. And then I was like, man, I had this other thing that I was thinking about, but I don't know if it goes. That's when I did the Tetris hook, the original, because I was finna trash it. Because I was like, man, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like it's just, I don't know. I was like, I don't really know. So I played him it. He was like, what you talking about? That's just fire. And I'm like, for real? Because at first I just had the hook, you know, just it wasn't the, by that bag, she gonna run it up. That wasn't in there yet. He's like, the hook's dope, and and that's when I did the verse. I did the verse. He's like, hook's dope, verse is dope. He was like, but it needs a chant. It needs something that the hook needs to drag out a little longer. And he was like, it needs that, but he didn't know what it said at first. He just came up with the melody, and we was going back and forth on words like, let's say this, da-da-da. And then it just came about to where he put that part in there, put my hook, and then he put that little bridge on the end of the hook. And I was like, yeah, that's all she wrote. Like, you know what I'm saying? I soon as I heard it and I was playing it in my room, full volume, I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be something big. Like, I'm listening, dancing, and I just grabbed a pillow randomly and I was just dancing with the pillow. So I'm like, and in my head, I'm thinking as I'm dancing with the pillow, I'm like, this is fake funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is like a challenge. It's like, you know, back in the day, if you're from the Bay Area, you know this is how we used to dance, you know what I'm saying, with a female. So I recorded it. Before I dropped the song, I recorded me dancing with the pillow to the song. Before I even, you know, dropped it, anything. You know, because I used to do Vines back in the day, so I went in my Vine days. And I was dancing with the pillow and I posted the video and I was like, LOL, I said something and then I was like, new music coming soon. So everybody was laughing at that video and commenting, they're like, song. So I'm like, ooh, I got their attention, boom. So as soon as I had their attention, I just kind of like made it into a challenge. So when the song dropped, so I dropped the song on my birthday, December 2nd. And then I'm like, boom, here goes the Tetris song y'all kept asking me about. That was on my video. Because the video on my channel, on my page went viral. Had like hella thousands of views, likes, and hella comments. So I'm like, all right, bam. So as soon as I dropped the song, I'm like, we're gonna make this into a challenge, the Tetris challenge. Had fans doing it, it was around Christmas time, so I told them, man, whoever does this challenge the best, I'm giving away $400. I know y'all need Christmas money, everybody needs Christmas money. Somebody wants to buy something for somebody. So I got $400, whoever could do this challenge the best. And that's when it started taking off, fans was doing it. And then I'm thinking in my head, I went back into my Vine days, and I'm like, man, how can I get more people doing it? I'm like, man, forget it. I'm finna stop having my pride. I was hitting some of my social media partners. I was like, yo, I'll give you $150. Just do my challenge and post it on your page. So I looked at it like, as an artist or as of comedians, everybody that's on social media, I'm gonna get them to do my challenge because that's gonna make it okay for their fans to do it. So when I start paying everybody to do that, it started taking off. And then I paid one of my boys, Super Saiyan. He dances. I gave him, like 120. I'm like, yo, do this challenge for me. He did it with a pizza box. And he just did it, kind of was like, because he felt kind of weird doing it. He's like, and he just did it and put the pizza down. But Billie Eilish follows him. So when Billie Eilish seen him doing it, she was like, oh my gosh, crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're hilarious. What song is this? And then he commented, he was like, oh, Tetris, Dare King Tetris to Billie Eilish. And then like she got the thing and she had the song. She screenshotted the song and posted it on her Insta Snap. So when she did that, bro, my stuff started blowing up. Boom, 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 boom. Billie Eilish posted you, Billie Eilish posted you. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? I looked at her Insta Snap, she posted it. I'm like, whoa. Mind you, she had 9 million followers at the time. So I knew of her, like I've heard of Billie Eilish, but I didn't know her power. You know what I'm saying? Like this girl's huge, like crazy. So as soon as she posted it, her fans just, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, wow, like this is crazy. So I'm sitting in my bed, I'm juiced that she even posted. I'm calling my producer, calling people like, bro, Billie Eilish just posted the song, bro. Like it's going up right now. I'm looking at YouTube comments. I didn't even post, like 30, 40 minutes later, she grabbed some bagels or whatever. She posted it again of her dancing with some bagels. So I'm like, whoa. And then after that, fans hit me again. She posted it. I'm like, I didn't know at the time. So I'm like, oh yeah, no, I know she just screenshotted it. They're like, no, she's dancing with bagels. She's doing your challenge. But I go to her page. She's doing the challenge. I'm like, what the hell? And like ever since then, like it's just been sky. Like I was spiking, like my numbers before that was probably like, Tetris probably doing like 1,000 a day, 2,000 on like Spotify and Apple Music. Bro, I went from that to, I think the next day it jumped to like 15,000 a day on each one. And then from there it went to like 30,000 a day. Like, cause she kept it up there. The video is still on her page to this day, cause she saved it as like an artist spotlight, or whatever, your Insta spotlight. But yeah, and then ever since then, it's just been rolling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Russ. Russ came across on it. Just a lot of different people. Shaquille O'Neal's daughter, she was doing the challenge. Who else can I think at this time? It was just a lot. It was crazy. After she did that, it just changed my whole life. We were kind of thinking, who do we want on the remix? So we just had a meeting and we were just going back and forth on different artists, me, Gazi, and my manager, Stretch, and Ari. We was just thinking like, who? And then we was throwing out names and then we was like, look, I can try to get Rich the Kid. Gazi said it. I'm like, shoot, you get Rich the Kid, that'd be perfect. So I guess he, made the phone call. Shout out Nima and Gazi. They tapped in with Rich the Kid and then they got the feature done. So, and then they sent it back. And then that's when we dropped it, like a few days later. More Vibes is like my second real put together project. It's my third. because I had a fake ID project, but it never went on iTunes. It was just like something we just dropped with the label, but it's still probably one of my like greatest projects, but it's not on iTunes. But it's like my third, More Vibes is my third. Like this project, I kind of wanted to just keep the flow going with just the club records. So just such as like after Tetris, I dropped Play. And then that record kind of took off on its own. Like as we was working Tetris and going to the radio stations doing all this, I was slipping Play, giving Play his own legs while we were working Tetris. Because Tetris already had its own legs, it was doing what it had to do. But I didn't want to be an artist to where that was gonna be like my only single. So I was just working Play at the same time, like sending it to DJs like, let me know what you think about this. And it was like, oh my gosh, bro, you actually can make music. So I just wanted to keep that club vibe going just with my project. So I had, More Vibes as the first song on there. It was like, club, but I kind of wanted to sneak in like my R&B feel. So that's like the Cappuccinos, the Wildfires, and like the song I made for my mom. It's like more of like a sentimental, but I kind of wanted to keep the up tempo going with More Vibes. So yeah, it's kind of dope. Features, I think the only features I got on there is like the Rich the Kid and my brother.
How did you
and T.O. It's just a dream come true, man. Just every artist that's in the Bay Area, I know that's like one huge goal. And for me, so I know Big Von personally, and Rick Lee, shout out to Ho Cameo, but I know Von personally, and like he was always supportive in my music, even like with the Jump days, you know what I'm saying? And I always asked Von, like, every Summer Jam came around, I'm like, come on, just plug me in there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's up with the Summer Jam lineup? And then I was like, man, you know what I'm saying? You gotta keep working. Just keep working, keep grinding, you know what I'm saying? And I made a vow to myself that I'm not going to no Summer Jam unless I'm on the stage. I told myself that. I told my mom that, I told my friends that. I said, I'm never going to a Summer Jam unless I'm on the stage. I love Cameo to death. It wasn't nothing against them. I didn't hate them. It wasn't like, no, F Cameo, because they showed me too much love. It was just like a work ethic for me, like I need to keep working. If Cameo didn't call me and say I need to be on Summer Jam, then I didn't do enough that year. So I made a vow. And then, but I always would hit Rick Lee, like Rick Lee would have his set in Summer Jam, and I'll be like, man, just play my record, and I'll come out and I'll perform, you know what I'm saying? Just spin it. And Rick Lee was like, man, I can't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't that easy. Like, I'm just spinning. So, like I said, it's every artist's dream just to be on that lineup. So when I got the call this year, bro, like, even in January, I didn't even think, like, everybody, like, shout out Hilary. I talked to him on a daily, but he kept saying, like, bro, you're gonna be on Summer Jam this year. Like, he kept saying, like, don't even trip. And I'm like, no, I'm not, bro. I didn't get the call. Like, you know what I'm saying? As soon as I get that call from whoever calls me, because I didn't even know who calls you. Like, I'm just thinking, like, whoever calls me and let me know I'm on Summer Jam, then I'm gonna know. Because I was asking them, I was asking everybody, like, man, you think I'm gonna be on Summer Jam this year? As Tetris was playing on Cameo. And Hilary's like, man, you got a good shot. Like, you gonna be on there. And I was asking Von, like, Von, what's up? You think Summer Jam this year? He was like, man, I don't know, keep working. But Von knew in February, that's why Von be having me fucked up, because he knew in February, and I was asking him, like, what's up with Summer Jam? He's like, I don't know, keep working. In February, it's like, he told me, I found out the news I found out in April, I think, like top of April. And then I found out they called me, they was like, yeah, like, you're gonna be on Summer Jam this year. Bro, as soon as they called me, I ran around the house. I called my homies, I called my mom. But I didn't tell a lot of people because they told me, like, don't say nothing until we announce. Like, I couldn't tell my fans, I couldn't tell nobody. I was just running around the house, though, like, I'm on Summer Jam, on Summer Jam, on Summer Jam.